Welcome back. This is Marc Rudov. I have one of the most bizarre stories I've ever experienced in my life, and I think you'll find it very interesting. You remember back in February of 2024, I published Duped Again, and I dedicated it to Elon Musk. And I said to Elon Musk, who bought Twitter and restored our God-given freedom to tell and infer the truth. I meant it. If it hadn't been for Elon Musk, we wouldn't have had the freedom to express ourselves. But you're not going to believe what happened. On October 18th, out of nowhere, X suspended my account, gave me no heads up, accused me of platform manipulation, of breaking X rules. Didn't tell me which rule I broke, didn't tell me how I broke it, didn't list the rule, and gave me no evidence. Nobody can find me on X. I can see my own account, but if you look at the image here, I have 0 followers and 0 following. And what's interesting is, 2 days after, on October 20th, X charged me $8.48 for my monthly premium service, which gives me the blue check mark. So as you can see here, I can see my page. Nobody else can. And I still have the blue check mark. I'm still verified. I joined Twitter in February of 2009. So I've been a subscriber for almost 17 years. Today is November 20th, and X charged me again. So the title of today's topic is Elon's X stole my money. I've sent 6 appeals via the X website. Not one of them was answered. I sent an email to Elon because I'm pretty sure I guessed his email address. He asked me through a bot verifier to add 31 and 0 to ensure that I'm human. But he never responded. I also sent an email to a top executive to whom I am linked on LinkedIn. She ignored me also. So I had no responses until November 14th, where, as you can see here, I got an email, a generic email to hello, whereas my initial email was to me, hello, Marc Rudov, on the 18th. You can see in the middle the 2 receipts I received via email for $8.48, one a month ago and one today, for services not rendered. But the final email was generic to no addressee, saying that my account will not be restored, even though the blue check mark is there. So I have 4 questions for Elon Musk. As I said, I've been a subscriber for almost 17 years. No new behaviors. I have no idea what I did wrong. So what specific rule did I break? Number 2, where's the evidence? Number 3, why no heads up or warning that I was breaking any rules? And number 4, why did you take my money twice after suspending me? Here is one of the 6 appeals that I submitted through the X website, one of the unanswered appeals. If you have a problem with Amazon.com, you can get somebody on the phone and resolve the issue. If you have a problem with X, rot's a ruck. You're not going to get anybody anywhere. No human beings work at this company. Everything's controlled by robots. But as you can see here, this is an appeal from the 11th of November. So that was 9 days ago. And I explained that previous appeals. I've been a Twitter/X subscriber for almost 17 years. I have a premium subscription. X suspended my account on the 18th and charged me on the 20th. The accusation against me was general and nebulous with no evidence, blah, 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 blah. No response. And it's not easy to submit an appeal either. Each time you have to go through a whole exercise to prove that you're human. Well, Mark, you're just a whiner and a complainer. I'm sure nobody else is having this problem. Au contraire. Let's take a look at the Better Business Bureau website, bbb.org. Lo and behold, X gets a big fat F as its grade. A big fat F. And the reason is failure to respond to 4,429 complaints filed against this business. Customer rating 1.1 out of 5. And if you go through the complaints, and feel free to do that, you'll see tons of them, just like mine. I was suspended. I don't know why. No evidence. Taking money from my credit card. This is not what I would call a customer-friendly company. Let's take a look at some of the laws, or the laws, that X broke. Because X did break laws. When you take money from people and you don't give them what they're paying for, that's not legal. So to make this slide very easy or quick to read, there are 3 FTC laws that I list here, and you can stop this video and you can read them, but essentially 15 U.S.C. Section 45, 15 U.S.C. Section 1666, and the FTC's Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act, or ROSCA. That's 15 U.S.C. Section 8403. I also found that this breaks rules of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and my state of Pennsylvania, Unfair Trade Practices and Consumer Protection Law, UTP CPL. And then there are the sections under the Attorney General. So what did I do? Here's what I did. I filed for chargebacks with my bank against X for services not rendered. Happened twice, a month ago and today. I filed complaints with the FTC, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, and the Pennsylvania Attorney General. And I'm making this video to educate you and other people so you'll know what happened to me, what could happen to you, and what to do about it. What do I want? Let's take a look. I have 7 objectives. The 3 in white pertain to me: fully restore my account to its pre-suspension state and status, cite the exact rule I broke and provide evidence thereof, and credit me all amounts or time improperly taken. And 4 through 7 in gold here are general. Publish a specific list of X rules with examples. Institute a warning system to notify subscribers they're breaking specific rules. Institute a human-based customer service organization to help subscribers rectify problems. And revamp X to comply with all FTC laws. So that's it in a nutshell. This is a bizarre experience, totally unnecessary, but Elon Musk doesn't really believe in having employees. There's nobody to talk to. So I did all my research, found out how to proceed, and I did so. That's it. I don't know if you'll ever see me on X again. I have my doubts. I hope so, because I had over 13,000 followers. Anyway, you can reach me at markrudov.com. Until next time.